Hey, how you doing? Looking good out there. Today, we're talking about, should we pre-plan our live stage show or just wing it? Let your gig chips fall where they may. Roll intro. Hey, Chill Bill, how you doing? I'm cool. I'm working on my song, man. I didn't even know you knew how to play guitar. Oh yeah, we should jam, dude. Ah, so how long you been writing songs? Dude, I just started. Can't wait to get signed though. Let's see what you got so far. Let's hear it.
I got the verse. And then, watch you go into the chorus right now.
Silly boy.
Bridge.
Don't you want to learn the fundamentals first? Nah, people are gonna love it. It's gonna sound bitchin' live on stage. Oh, okay, good luck. Let me know how that works out for you. It's all good. I was born to be a rock star.
Remember I told you, I go into the verse over here, and we repeat.
Please, don't be Chill Bill. You wouldn't write songs like that, so why would you just wing it on stage? How you doing? And thank you for taking the time to watch this video. My name is Billy Savino. I am a lifelong songwriter, guitarist, author, and the founder of 4 successful original music bands. Now I have a company called Stage Star Power, and I teach artist development and live stage show performance. My vision is to square root the learning curve of everything that goes into putting together a kick-ass live stage show, all the way from pre-show to during to post-show and everything in between. For over 10 years, I owned a 300-seat live original music showcase, bar venue. That's where I saw hundreds, if not thousands, of bands playing live. As a band guy, I had the point of view of a musician with years of experience playing live on stage. Then as the owner, I had the point of view of an audience member. I would watch my stage monitoring cameras in my office and could pick out all of the things they were doing right and wrong by watching the band audience interactions on a daily basis. It was mind-blowing. I became an expert on what works and what doesn't work from the stage, including sound and lights. So I would coach many of them for free on some of the stage techniques and fundamentals, which in turn helped me and my club in the long run because more people came to their shows. Let's get to the 5 ways that will help you master stage presence and your live stage show performance. Developing a vision for your band and performances. Vision, the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination and wisdom. Everyone's motive for starting a band is personal and different. Most people feel it's their destiny and deeply ingrained in their souls, while some just embrace the superficial rock star perception and believe it is their right to become famous. Whatever your reason, it should start with a vision for your band and performances. Your vision is the bedrock foundation of your band. Your vision begins by identifying who you are, why you formed, what you want to achieve, and the unified strategic game plan to get you there. After you've sufficiently answered all these questions, executing your vision is vital. Developing your live stage screenplay and then executing your live stage show performance is the crowning moment of your band's vision and hard work. Thomas Edison famously said, "Vision without execution is hallucination." 2 of the most important features of any band are the music and their performances. You're in charge of the music you compose and its commercial viability, so create songs wisely. I will show you how to format your vision for your show's performance. All right, here's band practice. Very important. Learn and develop the essential skills for the type of artist you are. If you sound like an expert in the practice room, stop what you're doing and move on. You're either rehearsing or practicing the wrong thing. Let's discuss the physicality of playing your songs. You must develop your songs, all parts, intros, sections, and harmonies, etc., to a point where the songs are so tight you don't even have to think about what you're doing. It's second nature. Mind memorization, muscle memory, and dexterity take over. Practice takes time, trial and error until you get it right. The practice is where repetition is vital. Repetition is the mother of skill. After the band's initial brainstorming and developing of the song sessions, all players must individually practice their parts separately, so it always becomes a full band practice. Practice also means being completely comfortable and coordinated holding or being in front of your instrument. Always use a mirror, it never lies. Let's discuss the physicality of movement on stage. Movement on stage must look as natural on stage as it does in everyday activities. All performers must know stage skill sets, fundamentals, movements, song set implementation, how to speak to an audience, and the rules for the stage. Again, practice takes time and trial and error until you get it right. This is where repetition is also imperative. All players must individually practice their movements separately, so when you get together, it's always a band practice. Use stretch exercises to limber up. Always use a mirror, it never lies. On stage, guitarists should always have a digital tuner on, plugged in, lit up, and in line with your pedals for quick, silent tuning during your set. The audience should never hear you tune your instrument. Always have a backup guitar tuned up, ready to go on a stand behind you. Drummers, always have a stick holder bag full of sticks close to you in case you break a stick. Put the time and effort into practice so you don't look like an amateur. Memorize all stage fundamentals and audience communication zones. Develop and practice verbal song setups and transitions. Once you've mastered all the practice fundamentals and don't have to think about what you're doing, it frees you up to be spontaneous. Look for the parts in your songs and show where you can improvise. You can even practice spontaneity. You should have impromptu awareness within your entire live stage show performance. Perfecting the art of ad-lib will enhance the authenticity and professional prowess of your live stage show performance. Stage show development and rehearsal begins after the band members have practiced and are comfortable with all the songs, setups, transitions, and stage movements. This will become the live stage show screenplay. Stage show development, a band brainstorming meeting of the minds, comes together and all details of the stage show are developed and worked out. Rehearsal. Start with the stagger through. The stagger through is the first preliminary attempt to run through the whole show. It's the trial and error. Then we go on to the run through. After that stagger through and everything in the show is worked out, this is the rehearsal of the show. It is very important to practice your performance with the same intensity and mentality as you would just like your live stage show performance. Visualize your audience. Then we go on to the dress rehearsal. That's for bigger shows. That's the full rehearsal with all the show features brought together. Band can be in gig attire. That's the show performance as it will be on the night of the gig. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe if you haven't already and ring that bell. Let's face it, we as musicians, band guys, performers, don't deliberately try to be monotonous with our songs or our live stage show. We just sometimes love our material so much that we lose the perspective of how an audience might respond or react. To keep your audience constantly entertained, your live stage show needs to have many of the same compelling characteristics of a great movie and the engaging qualities of a captivating live stage play. What you're always trying to accomplish with your stage show and songs is intentional, dramatic contrast. The greater the contrast, the more intoxicating the emotions that are triggered within your audience. Some of the ways you enhance your show's contrast are how you structure your entire set list to evoke emotions in your audience, changing performance movement and visuals using blocking, stage fundamentals, and sonic dynamics, weaving in stories, humor, and the connecting banter between songs to set scenes and organize your show. The power of your live stage show performance comes from the contrast communicated emotionally, dynamically, visually, and sonically to your audience. Emotionally, arousing and stirring of the emotions, ideally an emotional roller coaster ride with your band. Dynamically, a variation of intensity, volume. Visually, all that is seen. Sonically, relating to all audible sound. Stagecraft is the overall staging and the evoking of the emotion within your stage show, the live stage show screenplay. Your songs, music and lyrics, and stage movement, nonverbal communication, are the conversations with your audience. The lyrics are the script, the music is the soundtrack, and the stage movement is the visual communication. The audience's verbal response and the applause cycle are their conversations back with your band. You use these to construct entertaining, professional performances for the emotional engagement of your audience. Remember, you're in the emotion delivery business. Okay, let's talk about your set list. The structure. 1. Rate your songs. 2. Pick your songs for your set list order according to the song ratings and features. 3. Execute blocking and stage fundamentals. Okay, your set list. Picking your songs. Know the length of your songs in minutes. Rate your songs using a 1 to 5 scale to evaluate their energy level. 1 is low energy, touching, quiet, slow acoustic ballad, minimal instrumentation. 2 is low to mid tempo, reflective, slow to mid electric ballad, full band. 3, mid tempo, groove oriented, catchy, radio type. 4, mid to high energy, dynamic, lively, animated. 5 is high energy, punchy, in your face, powerful. Use an A to C scale to evaluate their emotional level. A, low emotional intensity. B, mid emotional intensity. C, high emotional intensity. In a future video, we'll go over putting together your set list, but for now, I want to quickly mention something very important about your first song. The features of your first song. Approximately 3 to 4 minutes long, 4 to 5 song energy intensity, B to C on the song emotional level. It does depend on what type of venue you're going to play at and what time slot. Very important. Did you have a sound check or just a line check? Sound man must have already dialed your sound in, or he will be tweaking knobs during your first song, reducing the impact to the audience. How well the audience knows your band is also a major factor. Sometimes you might come out full guns blazing, which is 5C, or it may be your introduction song, 4B. Either way, it must be an attention grabber to get your audience to focus and move towards the stage. Remember, your set list must have contrast, hopefully taking your audience on an emotional roller coaster. Understated attributes of a band are its image and brand identity. Your image is the band's visual identity that gives you a look, style, and personality. Frequently, it is crucial that bands have a look or an image. Your band should be easily identifiable. What do you want to be seen as? A raw garage band or experienced professionals? Is your image compatible with the music? An image is important because it's what contrasts you from the other bands. It can make your band seem more legitimate. Your image needs a style that is remarkable. On a stage of 100 bands, your fans should be able to pick out your band easily and quickly. That's the advantage as well as the importance of your band's image. Some bands think their music should be judged on merit alone and don't want an image to categorize them in any particular music scene. At one's own risk, often bands reject the idea of an image and don't see their band as a business. Actually, your band is a business, and every successful business knows the impact and value of their image. Band's brand identity, the visible elements and how your band is perceived. Sometimes overlooked concerning your band's success is the branding. You need to create your band's distinct, relatable brand identity. A brand identity helps fashion a loyal fan base with an unbreakable bond and sense of belonging. A professional band's brand identity is twofold: being recognized visually as well as musically. Always represent your logo, stage attire, and signage consistently. Demonstrate professionalism that amateur musicians lack. Create a brand identity that is uniform, engaging, and communicates visually to your audience. Your brand identity needs to always complement your music, image, and live stage show. Click on the link and get your free download of Stage Terms. I hope you guys got something really helpful out of this video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe if you haven't already and ring that bell. Let's spread some kindness, and we will get together in the next video.